Four Logos were the best, man.
I was gonna say, have you seen the alcoholic Doritos? Those are fucking good.
Oh my goodness. Hello, welcome to the stream. We do not endorse any behavior that is not appropriate for your age bracket if you are a child watching. Welcome in. I am Charlie. I'm the DM for this crazy group. We are playing through Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Somebody was in fact first. All right, who's it is Guillermo is our person who goes first for this one.
Hi, my name is Pedro. I play Guillermo, the human bard.
All right, Heather.
I'm Heather. I play Candor, the tiefling rogue.
Okay, Val.
Hi, Val. I play the Eladrin cleric Alejandro, Archie for short. Or no, Archangelo. What am I saying?
Like, I can say Alejandro. So what's going on with that? Sly, you are up next.
I'm Sly. I play Hayden.
Okay, and then Ricky with a I.
Hi, I'm Ricky. I play Dream Climber, Goliath Ranger.
Cool. All right, who would like to give us a recap?
Sure, I can give one. The party was on the first floor of the dungeon. We went to the room after the room that had the skull and bones piled to the ceiling. Inside we found was it a bronze or a copper helmet?
Copper.
Copper? A copper helmet that was next to a copper throne.
Mm-hmm.
Guillermo put on the helmet, and a magical stick fell upon his head. We still have yet to find out what this magical stick does, but I think it has one charge. Maybe it reset, I'm not too sure. We explored another room that was further down the hallway, where we encountered a fish man.
Mm-hmm.
An acid bubble above his head that Candor saw a box in his hand. Swiped the box after we dealt with Fishman. Inside the box was a heart that Hayden saw there was necrotic energy coming out of, or sensed that. Hayden's beloved Al Moro fell in that fight, very sadly. And then we came to a room with a rather charismatic manticore who decided to give us a little bit of trivia. We found out that Goliaths are very gamey meat. We found out that Guillermo is very juicy in the thigh area.
I don't like this.
And the trivia soon devolved into a encounter where two other manticores came out the cut and the party fled successfully after burning one of them to a crisp. The party made their way back to the entrance of the dungeon where they saw cultists moving the bodies of vampire mafia. The party snuck around them and made their way back to the yawning portal. One thing I did miss out is that Dream Climber has a magical hand axe. Glows a little bit.
Definitely magical.
Yeah,
Mhm.
magical.
100%. And that's about it.
Okay.
It erupted in fire at one point.
Oh goodness. All right, you can take some inspiration.
Ooh.
All right, so the party has gone back up to the yawning portal, you do see Durnan at the bar. It is a pretty quiet evening at this point. It's right around we're gonna go with it being right around like 10:30 when you all get up to back to the inn. As he sees you all coming up off of the platform, he gives a wave, beckoning you all to the bar. What would you all like to do? There are empty tables. You can go. He is kind of calling you over. You can go. All of you, one of you, whatever you would like to do.
He's, giving us, flagging us over, so we might as well go see what he wants. Say hello and whatnot.
He wants to call you all losers for leaving so soon. See, y'all are back pretty soon. It's only been a few hours, if my clocks are working right. I take it you decided to give heed to the conversation we had about, there not being old and wise adventurers and, to keep watch. Or maybe you all just decided dungeon delving wasn't for you. Whatever the case may be, welcome back to the Yawning Portal. How can I help you all?
Do you know of a man named Mert the Moneylender? Chance.
Does not ring too familiar for me.
No worries.
Were you told where you might be able to find him?
Pardon?
Do you have any more to go off of where you heard this name or where you might be able to find him?
We met a very charismatic manticore while we were down in the dungeon. Said that he was sponsored by Mert the Moneylender. Thought he might be someone this side of dungeon.
This manticore in question, he started us off with this strange trivia challenge. He presented it as if there were, a crowd of people observing us, but I didn't quite see anyone else there.
Did you not?
No. But I mean, what I did see were a few extra manticores who tried to turn us into pin cushions. So, we ran.
Well, it would seem that if you've heard of sponsorships and whatnot in trivia games, it seems that perhaps the Mad Mage is interested in you all and is having you be part of one of his contests that he tends to have.
He runs contests down there.
I think that's the best word for it, yes.
How very strange. I mean, far be it from me to not engage in something fun, but being eaten by a manticore is not fun.
You don't look like any bites were taken out. I wouldn't say you got eaten by a manticore. It's a little...
Right. Because we ran expertly.
See, I mean, you knew what to do when. From what I've heard, it just seems as though Hollister and maybe his apprentices are looking for a show, and you all are unfortunately a part of it. I am surprised, though. Normally... never mind.
Normally what? out with it.
Well, I've heard of people being on the contest, but normally when I hear of it's from other groups, and they don't ever really seem to come back up. I'm surprised you all were able to leave from the dungeon. That's all. I guess maybe you aren't cut out for the show.
Perhaps they actually got a prize at the end of their trivia.
That could be.
Anyway,
Well, anyway, I take it you all are looking for rooms for the night?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, we did go ahead and we had your rooms cleaned, so because we thought you were out for the night, you said you weren't needing them, but they are available, and I'd feel guilty charging you the full rate. So if you'd like your rooms, let's go with 2 silver. 1 silver for each for having cleaned them for you all. There's fresh linens and things. Beds are made up for you. Should be pretty comfortable compared to those damp dungeon halls, at least.
That is very nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, this Ricky fellow once came in and said that we shouldn't be giving out other people's rooms, so, doing the best. He was a real prick.
Accurate.
Is that Ricky with an I or a Y?
I think it just depends on what he's feeling that day. He likes lakes sometimes.
I'm not going to question the connection there, but okay. Hey,
Have you heard of him?
No.
Huge in Faerun.
Is that right?
oh,
Well, is there anything else I can get for you?
I don't know. Should we try to find that collector lady? Have her appraise those things we found.
Abaya, she is long gone to sleep. It is, close to 11.
Oh, does she hang about here often?
She has a room here, so you should be able to catch her in the morning.
Oh, perfect. Then we'll talk to her then. And Guillermo's gonna go ahead and take off the helmet and kind of like tuck it under his arm for now. So we have our old rooms back. Do you all want to drink, or should we just turn in for the night?
not
We
opposed.
just turn in. We can always
I'll
drink
take
in the
mine
morning.
to go then.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. I'll take mine to go. It's fine.
What can I get for you?
Something red.
Some wine then?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Anyone else? I do ask that if you are taking it to go, be careful. Try not to spill. Horrible trying to get wine out of the linens.
Oh, of course. No worries there. I will slide over the 2 silver pieces for the room, and however much it costs for the wine.
That will be 1 silver for it. It's a little pricey.
No worries.
The cheaper stuff tends to we tend to run out pretty quickly, unfortunately. Supply and demand.
Right. A question. Is there any chance we could have a few extra blankets brought to my room?
Uh, I do have some just right around over here. Unfortunately, I don't want to leave the tavern down here unattended, and I have sent up for the other workers. They are currently off work right now. So if you wouldn't mind grabbing what you need for yourself, would that be all right?
Oh yes, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Are you
And,
thinking 2 or 3?
Um. Yes, that should be fine.
Yep, right there. And he points to like a small hallway, and going down it, you see what can only be a linen closet.
Guillermo's gonna go ahead and scamper off real quick and grab up a few blankets.
Okay. Yeah, you find 3 blankets.
Yes, lovely.
As you come back, did you find everything that you needed?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. I appreciate your hospitality, my friend. He's gonna start folding up the blankets and he's gonna tuck them under his arm as well.
All right. Well, here are the keys for the rooms that you had been in previously.
Guillermo's gonna go ahead and take the keys. He's gonna have one set of the keys over to Kaiden, and then the other set over to Archie.
Oh joy.
All right. Anything else before you all go upstairs?
Nothing for Guillermo. He's got everything he needs.
Anything that you all would do throughout the night, or are we just resting?
Probably will, because he's got that sword he can't drop. He or the rapier. He is gonna take one of those extra blankets Guillermo stole and like wrap his arm in it. So one, it blocks out the light, and 2, I don't stab myself or anyone else in the room.
All right, and then Guillermo is also wrapping up the heart in a box.
Yeah, he's gonna wrap it up, and then whatever room he winds up in, like whoever he winds up rooming with for the night, he's gonna stash the blanket-covered box in a corner of the room, and he's gonna put some pillows on it for added safety.
Yeah, and so I did go based on what we had said. It's Archie, Guillermo, and Candor in a room, and then Kaiden and Dream Climber in a room.
All right.
All right. So as you all are drifting off to sleep, which Candor, good luck, I guess, with not stabbing yourself. I'm glad you came up with a plan. Guillermo, you begin to, as you're asleep, in your mind, you start hearing something calling out for you, saying that it is able to answer any question of your heart's desire. And you hear like a loud thud, thud, like a heartbeat over and over again, to the point that it does wake you up.
What was questions? What? Who's there?
Any question that you want answered, I am able to give that to you. All you need to do is open me up. Open up your heart to your heart's desire. It's very clear that it's coming from the pile of pillows and blankets.
Yeah, Guillermo's going to head towards it. But before he makes his way to it completely, he's kind of just gonna hesitate and then slowly turn towards Archie. How deep of a sleeper is Archie?
Good question. I'm not too sure how deep of a sleeper you would be. So, you just want to try and wake him up?
Yeah, he's going to start slowly creeping towards Archie, tiptoeing across the room. And then he's going to start slapping Archie's forehead. Archie,
Alright.
wake up! Wake up! Hey!
Great. Give me a second. Yeah, he wakes up. What?
I think the box is whispering to me.
You think the box is whispering to you?
Either that or I had something to drink that I didn't remember. I'm a little scared. Could you check it, please?
Do you want me to check the box? Okay.
Um,
Okay, I'll check the box.
please.
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll scuttle over to the box.
Okay.
Remove the blankets from around it and just look at it.
Okay. Yeah, you are looking at the box. Are you gonna open it to see the heart inside the box, or you just...
Yeah. Let's open it.
Okay. Guillermo, are you positioned where you can see the box?
Yes.
Okay. So you open up the box, and you do see that, it's still that withered heart inside. The kind of, talking to you, Guillermo, has gotten increasingly louder. It's
Nice.
just inside your head. And Archie also begins to hear the same things. All you have to do is reach out for me and take me, and I can answer any question of your heart's desire.
Archie will slam the box closed and look at Guillermo with a mortified look on his face.
I do need charisma saving throws from each of you.
Oh joy.
In the event that neither of you pass, it will be whoever is the lowest.
Okay. Let's
Well, come on, Bard. You got the charisma to pass this.
Unless you get lower than a 10, you're fine.
There we go. All right. As Archie, as you begin to slam down the box, you suddenly feel very enticed by the callings that you're hearing in your head, and you begin to reach to take control of the heart. Now, I will give a swap between the two if you would like. So it can be Archie that takes it, or Guillermo, you can take it on behalf of Archie, but one of you will be grabbing onto the heart.
um
I'm kind of curious to see where it'll go.
can oh man.
You don't have to.
Good joke. For once, Candor does not have to make up for his bad decisions.
Archie does.
Can I cast deafness on Archie? Will that actually protect him from hearing the voices?
Well, that's smart.
So we're kind of past that. Like, you all have heard the
Oh,
voices at this point. I'm just
gotcha.
giving it out if you, since you were the one that woke Archie, like if you would want to take that instead, like as a player.
No, actually, Guillermo's gonna be a coward. He's gonna he's whatever's about to happen to Archie. Like Guillermo's got something planned. But,
Oh, the wheel of fate turns. All right.
All right. Archie, you, as you are getting ready to slam down, you do reach, and just in a moment of unsureness or hesitancy, you grab onto this heart, and in doing so, you see as the heart in the box, it suddenly transforms into like a living, beating heart. And you feel like a shock of cold, just like racing through your veins. As you can only imagine that the heart that was once in the box is now inside of you.
Oh. Oh. Oh goodness.
Could Guillermo attempt to like try to like wrench it out of Archie's hands?
So the heart that Archie is now holding is Archie's heart
my-
in the box.
Oh,
Yeah, it has just transformed. Archie, inside, you hear, that was not too hard. You can ask any question and I will reveal an answer.
You motherfucker! What'd you do?
And the way that this works is it's basically like a magic 8-ball. So, like, you can ask, yes, no questions, and your heart will reveal that to you.
Shit, man! Why didn't the wizard take this? It would have been perfect. Shoot. So it's an 8-ball. Shoot, man! 8-balls are very descriptive.
Did not determine at this time.
I mean, some of these are kind of funny.
All right.
Ask if you should hit Guillermo. Let's go with that as your first question.
Yeah.
Roll a d12 for me.
A D12. Should I hit Guillermo? D12.
no. You
Oh,
should.
12.
You're a champion. You can do just about anything. You hear ringing in your head.
Okay, at first I was mortified, but now this is actually kind of funny. You're a champion. You can do anything. I'll look at Guillermo, and I'll just like lightly slap him. I'm not picking up any more cursed objects for you. I have
Is
a
it-
voice in my head now.
Is I? But what is that in the box then?
That's mine. I think. Oh, I'll ask the heart. Is that my heart?
Roll me a d12.
You're a champion. You can do anything.
This is great.
Please be a good one.
7.
And that way lies death, probably.
Wait, my
That could be
The one in the
interpreted
box?
two ways.
Probably don't want to ruin your heart that's in the box.
yeah, but that way lies death. So, I'll look at Guillermo, and I think it means it's going to kill. Let's not touch it.
But now your heart is in there. We have to do something.
It said that way means death.
Well, can't you just grab your heart and, I don't know, give it a squeeze or something and swap back? Like, what's...
don't like the idea of having organs inside my body, outside of my body. How about we just keep it in the box? Worst comes to worst, I carry it with me. Or wait, can I be killed by heart now?
Your heart
Oh.
can be destroyed, yes.
Oh, lovely. Wait, shoot, am I like a Doulahan now? Is that like my head? Instead of a head, it's a heart though? Yo.
Oh lord.
Above game, if I wasn't running the version that I am, Heather should have died.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How so?
Oh,
From
for the acid, right?
No, from
No.
taking the heart. So like just taking it, you are boom gone.
Get on the
Oh,
spot.
That's
disintegrated.
that's how it read to me.
Ooh. Oh, joy.
I didn't
All right.
say.
Actually, since Archie is very confused and Guillermo is confused, Archie's gonna ask, what should I do with it? Like, it being the heart. My heart. The other heart,
I mean, safeguard it, of course, but we
obviously.
we have to find some way to break the curse. But if
And-
we do, does that mean you die?
Do I die if you're removed from me?
Roll a d12.
Oh no!
One.
Yeah, go for it.
It said, yeah, go for it.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I.
I am. Wake up, Candor. I'm going to get the others. And then Guillermo quickly sprints out of the room.
Yeah. Archie will, just look at his heart in the box and, like, close it, tuck it under his arm, and go to wake up Candor. Candor! Wake up, please!
5 more minutes.
There's a problem!
There's a problem.
My heart is not in my body anymore.
That sounds personal to me. Have you just tried putting it back?
Wait, can I put it back? Can I push you back?
Roll a d12.
You're rolling 11. Can it please just be an 11 for me? Let's see.
4.
Reconsider it twice, maybe.
No, it said reconsider.
Candor's gonna like roll over, just like blink his arm over with his stupid rapier, and try and sit up. I'm like, what's the problem? What are we doing?
Archie will like enter the room and like open the box and it's like point at it. That's mine. It's not in me.
Sorry, use more words to explain, because I mean, I know there was a heart in there because I'm the one who took it.
Yes, but it was talking to Guillermo, and Guillermo woke me up to deal with it, and I opened the box. And then when I picked it up, I did not do it of my own volition, but something told me to. It went in me, and now I have a voice in my head. And that's my heart in there.
Mm. Oh, it's just me and Archie in the room, isn't it? Because Guillermo,
Yeah, Guillermo's getting the others.
Candor's just gonna like be like, okay, sure. He's gonna like try and walk his way out of the room.
I'm being serious. Oh
Alright.
wait, Archie is actually, due to all this stress, he's going to change season from autumn to winter. So now he is blue.
Right. Candor, you see as Archie changes to winter. How do you react to that?
Oh, actually kind of impressive. And then I'm definitely gonna just leave the room to go find the others because I don't want to be alone with Archie.
Alright, Guillermo, you go to the door. It's on the other, so your rooms are on like opposite sides. So you have to kind of walk around. It takes you a little bit to get there, but not like anything super long. You get to the door of the other room, and I guess knock on it.
Yeah. He's like sprinting through the halls, like breathing real heavy. And when he finally gets to the door, he's gonna stop. Like, wake up! Wake up! I need you!
Go away. It's not morning.
I don't care. Wake up, please. It's Archie.
What about no, it's Guillermo. What about Archie though?
His heart is in a box.
Oh, I want to see a heart.
Such a very philosophical statement you're making, Guillermo.
His heart is in a box. Get out now. I'm not being dramatic. I swear.
All right. Adam goes up, puts his hat on, and puts his cloak back on, and gets ready to go.
And as soon as like you two open the door, Guillermo's just immediately gonna sprint away back to the other room.
As you're sprinting away about halfway in the middle, you run right smack into Candor.
Oh Lord.
Just before Laura gets up, Titan's gonna cast Prestidigitation on his axe again, giving it a little glow.
Oh, I'll bring my magic axe with me. That's in his belt of his pajamas or whatever.
Alright, so Candor, as you and Guillermo nearly collide with each other, maybe you do, what would you say to Guillermo?
Are you running away from Archie too? Because she's gone kind of insane. Or he's gone kind of insane.
No. His heart is in a box. They're not joking. I'm not joking. This is not funny.
Wait, I'm confused. So, what happened to the heart that was in the box? So wait,
Archie touched it, and then it. I don't know. I blinked, and then his heart was in the box, and then the other heart was gone.
I'm gonna look like behind Guillermo and see if, considering the direction he ran from, I know it's the other two's rooms. Do I see the other two behind him?
I would say at this point, yeah, you see them coming out.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this to the magic users. I'm not even gonna get myself involved anymore. I hold no responsibility. That's what y'all get for touching other people's shit.
No, you're coming with us. And Guillermo's gonna like try to grab Candor and just like drag Candor back to the room where Archie's at.
Adam follow.
I feel like that's a grapple, because it sounds like Candor is going to contest that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna contest that.
All right.
Yeah, so athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics.
19.
Not gonna do very well. Nope. Damn it.
Okay, you easily just kind of scoop up Candor and begin bringing him back to the room.
Yep. He's immediately just like sweeps Candor off his feet and then just starts like sprinting back towards the room.
You know what? Yeah, no, I can get with that. Never mind. Just gonna.
God, all the poor people who are still sleeping, like having to just hear all this bullshit.
They could pay for silence on their doors. You all just chose not to.
That's true.
It would have been a damn shame if Kaiden did, because they wouldn't hear me knocking.
That's true. I think well, not necessarily the knocking, but you didn't want to miss out on if something happened.
Hmm.
All right. As you all are in the room, what are you doing?
Dream Climber goes, I want to see the heart.
Archie is just sitting on the floor, like crying with the box in his hands.
And see, now Archie is crying, and now Guillermo wants to cry. This is horrible.
Archie's also blue.
Wait, yes. How? Why are you blue?
I changed season. I'm an Eladrin.
Archie changed seasons. Can't you see how serious this is?
One second. Archie, do you mind? And Kaiden kind of gestures for him to listen to your chest.
Yeah, Archie, but like, let him.
Kaiden's gonna press his ear up against Archie's chest and see if he can listen to a heartbeat.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
Sure.
Yeah, you press your ear up against Archie's chest to listen, and you it doesn't sound as strong as you would have anticipated it sounding, but like you do hear that it's still beating, and you like recognize it to be beating in tune with the heartbeat you all would have heard earlier when you all were going into the room with acid. Like it matches that beat.
Gotcha. Oh. Well, the story checks out. How does that heart look, Loriman?
Oh,
Archie, would you give the box to Lorman to look at your heart?
Yeah, Archie trusts Loroman, so he would hand the box over. It's freezing cold to the touch.
Lorman's gonna pop it open. He goes, it's not the right shape.
What?
What shape were you
He goes,
expecting?
look, see, it's supposed to be the thing, and this is just like an oval, like tubes coming out the sides.
Ricky, you can have some inspiration for that. I liked it.
Kaiden's gonna hold in his laughter and ponder on whether he should encourage this behavior or not.
Norman's just gonna close it. He goes, I hope it gets better. Hands it back to Archie.
Archie is still crying.
Do you mind if I see the heart as well to see if I can cast a spell on it, see if anything has changed? I promise
Yeah.
I won't damage it in any.
Archie will let him.
Then
Man, you're
Kaiden's
pretty,
gonna spend
Pretty generous with your heart there, Archie.
He is. He is depressed. He doesn't care.
What?
Hyman's gonna spend the next 10 minutes casting Detect Magic.
First thing not on Charlie's list.
Ricky, nobody asked you. So as you cast detect magic, you notice that Archie's heart seems like there's no glow or anything coming from it, but you do notice a bit of a necromancy aura coming from Archie, specifically, in the heart region.
Gotcha. Ah. Well, good news and bad news. Good news, this is definitely your heart, and there are no bad magics on this heart. Bad news? The heart that is currently inside of you still has that necrotic aura. Now, the only thing I don't know is if we were to try to remove this heart from you, something magical, whether it will kill you or not. So in the meantime, do take good care of this heart.
I don't even have a response for that. He'll just nod.
Good. Pen's gonna sit down, process something, trying to figure out a way.
So, what do you think we should do exactly? Should we call a priest or something?
I am a priest.
A stronger priest or something? I'm not to insult you, of course, but um, can you remove curses?
No.
Well,
I can, but I just don't know if it's going to be dire. If you want to take that risk, Archie, I am fully with you.
Oh. Hmm. Should I take the risk, Necromancy Heart?
why are you talking to me?
Oh my god.
4.
Reconsider it twice, maybe.
Ooh,
It said to reconsider.
that's heart
I don't know what
talks.
that means. Yes, it talks.
And just in case it hasn't been clear, only Archie is the one that's like feeling this inside of Archie's heart, is how it's communicating.
Gotcha. Ultimately, I'll leave the decision up to you, Archie. We'll take until I wake up next, providing I'm not interrupted. But I can perform that.
I think I'll sleep on it.
Let me know in the morning.
How could you sleep with your heart in a box?
I mean, it really isn't that bad. I don't know. I still have one though. It's just not mine.
Hmm.
That's the worst part.
Also, try not to run too much either.
What do you mean? Try not to run.
The beach is quite slow. Not sure it'll keep up with too much strenuous activity.
Oh, That's not good.
Hopefully it's fine.
Or so he says. Oh, goodness.
All right, everybody going to sleep?
Attempt to.
Like, no, can I come sleep with you guys? Do I have to stay with them?
You can take my spot if
Hell yeah. I'm switching
Lorman's
rooms.
quite a loud snorer, so enjoy
Oh,
that.
That's fine. I've got a bright light. Ooh, we make a great pair.
Dream Timer will tell Candor on the way back to the room, I'm glad my magic axe doesn't have any bad side effects.
Mm. Yeah, I think we're all glad it doesn't have any side effects. Yet.
Because no, it still glows. And he puts it back away.
Mm.
Any other questions that Archie might ask the heart as you drift to sleep?
Will you kill me?
Oh God. Roll a d12.
11.
You're a champion. You got this.
I
Is it
really
actually your...
no. So I've been really wanting to use this response, but like this
Oh,
is
God.
not the question I feel for it. Don't ask me. I'm a shriveled heart.
God.
Oh, that would have helped me.
That one's like my favorite. Was hoping for it a couple of times. Archie, as you attempt to sleep, you do begin having various dreams. Like it's a restless sleep. I wouldn't necessarily say the dreams are nightmarish or anything. But in the dream, you notice a a tiefling who has rugged red skin and is about 5'9". Seems pretty regular, average, squared face. You definitely get the sense that he is someone who is kind of prone to, like violent outburst and a bit of a crude sense of humor.
So we'll get along great.
But you begin like picturing and like just kind of you feel as though you are him. And the thing that you like vividly see over and over again is that he was part of some kind of academy, and it looks like as you're like watching like events unfold and kind of drifting in and out, it looks as though he was kicked out of this academy for something and was killed because of it.
Ooh. I have a feeling as a player, but I don't know if Archie would know. Would Archie know of any forbidden, like, schools of, like, magic? Or, like, check for that.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana or a history check.
Both are shit. So let's go history.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
There.
would you look at that?
All right.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you would be familiar. As a
Oh!
player, what are you thinking?
He got kicked out for necromancy. Don't know if that's right or not, but that's what my brain went to.
Yeah, I feel that that is what Archie is currently going with, and believing like that's the inference that you've made, and that's what you're going with.
All right, cool. So I want, huh? Can it? Is it just that like these are like dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they like backseat driver sort of dreams or like lucid dreams?
You kind of feel more like the backseat driver, but like you feel like the dream is about you, but like you don't have any kind of like say or buy in to the dream, if that makes sense.
Alrighty. Cool.
Okay. Anything else before we wake for the morning? Low key, this is probably like so far my favorite thing that's happened. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel, but this is going good. All right. The morning comes. You all wake up. What would you like to do?
Well, the first thing Guillermo's going to do is check on Archie. So he's going to slap his forehead a couple times just to wake him up. Hey, Archie. Hello.
What?
Should I punch Garamo? Yes.
How are you feeling right now?
Cold.
Any other strange sensations?
No, but I did have a weird dream. It was like this tiefling dude, and Archie will go on to recall the dream.
As Guillermo's listening, he's kind of like rubbing his chin, kind of running his hand through his little soul patch. Well, I can safely say it sounds like you must have taken some sort of narcotic that that really messed you up. Um, I mean, other than that, it's a very strange dream to have, very specific as well. We need to find a priest.
Another priest.
Yes, we need to find another priest. I'm sorry.
I think I'll be okay for now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, how okay are you really with your heart in a box?
It's a lead
I
box.
don't know. I mean, everything is going to die eventually. Does it really matter that my heart is in a box?
Yes, and that is very depressing of you to say.
Archie will just look at Guillermo.
And
That's it. He says nothing. He just looks at him.
Guillermo kind of like maintains eye contact for a second, and then he just kind of slowly looks away. I am going to wake up Candor now, and then he immediately moves over to the other side of the room where Candor is sleeping. He's gonna start,
Kinder went to the other room.
I was
Oh,
like, yeah, I'm
right.
pretty sure
It's,
Cantora
yeah.
left.
oh,
Didn't
okay,
want
well, yeah.
Be in the
Well,
presence of Archie.
Well, once Guillermo realizes that Archie or that Candor isn't there, he's gonna go to the other room. He's gonna slowly walk his way over to the other room this time instead of sprinting.
Yeah, you walk over to the other room. The other room, do you think you are awake? And Pedro, I need to know, for this campaign, what are we considering the ass crack of dawn for waking up?
God, we're going back to this, huh? I don't know, 6 a.m.
Uh-oh. Let me adjust that clock for us.
All right, you have a clock.
This is actually, I think, the only group I really do well at keeping up with it. I have no idea what time it is in Lost Mine of Findelver, or what month, or day, or year.
Oh, jeez.
You all just opened up a lich, is all I know.
You
All right.
woke up the lich?
You all, you go over to the other room, you knock on the door.
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna. Good morning! Wake up!
Oh, it's still too early.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm awake now. It's not too early.
Yes, let that be how we decide.
Dream Climber will like wake up. He'll like check his chest. He'll like look at his axe and kind of like stare at it a bit because it's not quite as shiny. And would decide it's probably still magical. And he'll put it down and pick it up and put it down and pick it up and be like, "Okay, we're good to go." It'll get ready for the day.
Turning it on and off again.
Okay. Right, as you all get ready, anything that you would like to do while you are still above ground? And just so we're clear, you all do have to go back below ground at some point.
Going up that Delver.
Is that a challenge?
Shut up, Ricky.
I heard about this dwarf. He wants us to, take some shit to somebody.
There's a mind flayer in Baldur's Gate.
The only thing I will turn this campaign into is another Curse of Strahd campaign because I'm already running that.
I've never played a Curse of Strahd. I'd be interested in that.
No, because
Wait, am I a vampire? No.
So you are like the only thing that's different right now is your heart. You are everything else is still the same. You're not really you're not craving blood or anything weird. You just got something going on for now. We'll see how long this takes you to not have the heart. Is there any place that you all need to go while you are above ground?
The lady.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. You all head downstairs. It is still pretty early. As surprising as it is, Durnan is not at the bar. You notice somebody else who you only can assume is his wife, is currently behind, getting together some breakfast food for various tables and things. And as you all come in, there is several tables open because it's 6 a.m. We're actually going with the Ask Crack of Dawn. And as you all come down, you are able to take a seat. And how long do you all think you would wait on Obaya?
Maybe 2, maybe 3 hours at most. We don't want to burn too much of the morning oil.
Okay. Yeah, you sit in about 7:30, and I'm guessing you're eating breakfast, doing whatever you need to do. At about 7:30, you see a familiar person as she comes down.
Guillermo's going to flag her down and kind of like wave at her a little bit. And he's not gonna be all loud and call out to her and stuff. He's just gonna wait for her to come over on her own.
Yeah, you definitely, it's the case of you notice her before she notices you, but once she does, she comes over. Oh, it's a little early for you all to be back from your journey. I'm quite surprised. How was it? Did you all just get back this morning, or did you come back last night?
We came back last night.
Didn't you only just go down last night?
We did, but we encountered a few hitches in our plan. So we had to make our way back up to lick our wounds, figurative and otherwise.
So it's proven to be a bit more of a challenge than you'd thought?
Yes, but it's not a challenge we're going to shy away from completely. We're going to be going back today, as soon as we can, actually. But we had a few things for you, and as well as a couple of questions.
Okay. What is it that you have?
Well, first, Guillermo's going to go ahead and reach into his pack, and he's going to pull out the funky helmet and then the wand that came with it. And he's going to set that down onto the table in front of where Obaya is. So, when I put on this helmet and sat in this copper throne, this wand fell out of the ceiling and onto my head. We'd like to get it appraised and see what they might be and if they might be of value to.
So you're not sure what they are able to do?
Well, my good friend Kaiden here, I believe he said he felt some sort of magical sensation coming from the wand when I swished it around a bit. But we didn't feel or see any effects. And we were wondering maybe it's because our third eye is not yet strong enough to see such things. And we were wondering if you might be able to potentially identify it for us. Maybe. Yes? Perhaps? Please?
Uh, I can definitely take a try at it. I'm not sure if my abilities will be high enough for this, but I can give it a try. Is this all that you all found while you were down?
Anders gonna unsuccessfully try to hide Amara behind his back.
Upon seeing this, Guillermo just immediately points at Candor's the hand that Candor's hiding. We also found that, but
I mean, it's quite attached. Gonna show that I literally just cannot let go of this thing. And let's be real, if she can't deal with the heart, she can't deal with the sword.
Guillermo kind of does little jazz hands things around Candor's hand, the one that's around the hilt of the weapon.
Ta-da! You found yourself a sword, it seems.
And it's very attached. I call it
Ooh.
Amara.
If you were attached to it in quite that manner, I don't know that is something we would be interested in. I don't think that Wakanga would appreciate that. You know, if it's attached to you in that sense, it's probably cursed.
No, you don't say.
Well, I didn't know. You seemed proud of it, and I wasn't sure if that. I just wasn't sure.
Well, don't let the fact that Candor named it fool you. He desperately wants to get rid of it. And, I mean, it's a bit of an ugly looking weapon, to be honest with you.
Dare you?
Is there any way to remove it that you know of that you could perform?
I'm afraid I'm unable to perform it, but if you could find someone who could do a spell such as remove curse, I believe that is what you're looking for.
Hmm.
What
So
wizard
what you're
doesn't want cursed shit? I mean, that's like their bread and butter. Everything is cursed.
Yes. And the problem is that I'm too afraid that if I have that with me, that I will become cursed. But as you've seen, you've named it. It's basically like a dog or a cat at this point for you. I wouldn't want to pry that away from you. It is yours. And what a beautiful name it is. You said Mora? Beautiful.
Amara.
Amara. Beautiful. Heather, you're gonna just go with it? Like I picked a name.
Yeah. Amara Lightbringer. It means it's Amara. I looked it up, means eternal. So I figured if it's gonna be with me forever, it's gonna be with me forever.
Yes, see, you are committed. You understand each other. Yes, that sword is simply for you.
Mm-hmm.
I do see. If you all wouldn't mind, I can. The helmet looks to be ordinary to me, but I'm intrigued by the wand. If I can just take a few minutes to make sure it is in fact magical, if you all wouldn't mind, you can of course stay. There's no need to worry.
Right. Yes, I planned on staying. I want to see how all this works, to be honest with you. Color me a little bit curious. And he's gonna go ahead and carefully present the wand to her in like an open-handed fashion like this.
Thank you.
During that 10 minutes, Haden's going to go up to Archie and ask, "Have you made a decision?"
I think I'll keep it for now.
If you do die, I do have a way of bringing you back, but it does cost a little bit. But I don't mind.
Is it weird to say that trusting a strange heart brings me some sort of comfort?
Yes, but that's fine.
All right.
I need to sleep there.
The 10 minutes have gone by. She was only able to cast detect magic just to ensure that it was in fact magical. And I see that this wand is giving an aura of divination. I think this would be very pleasing for me to take. Unfortunately, I don't know any more of its properties than that. And I don't know if this is something that you all are interested in. Unfortunately, I'm not able to, uh, discern any more. But if this is an item you do wish to sell, I would be interested in negotiating a price.
Hmm.
Um, uh, what would be a baseline offer for this?
Well, what would you like for it? What are you thinking?
Um, 100 gold pieces? And then Guillermo just kind of like gives her a big old smile.
Haden coughs loudly.
You're very charming, Guillermo, but I don't think it's worth that much.
I think you are just being negative.
I mean, to be fair, that's how you start negotiations. You start high and then work your way down.
All right, fine. Then how about 1,000 gold?
You can't jump like that. You've said 100, and that's where you put it. I just need to check my books and make sure that I have adequate. You are not the only party bringing up magic items. So let me see if I feel that I can spare that 100 gold. You might come up with something better. So, AKA the DM is pausing to read to see what she would pay you.
Common
know.
items were 10 platinum. Uncommon were 50 platinum.
Ricky, why do you take notes?
I'm
He
glad
is-
someone took notes while I wasn't here.
So that I know when you lie to us later.
I never lie.
Do I do
What's
like how
fascinating is it's not. So I know the price for spell books, but that is not in my notes at all.
Yeah, I've written that one down.
I do like how the two items Kander put his hands on are the two cursed items, but the one Guillermo picked up is just perfectly fine.
I can't tell if you're incredibly lucky or incredibly cursed. Because you only got
Oh.
bound to one.
Yeah. It could have been
Yeah,
worse, Heather.
Yeah, I know.
You could be
I
dead.
could be dead.
Like, that is such a stupid thing to put on the. Well, and like, the damn vampires would be the ones that would be dead. Like, that thing wouldn't be around. They'd be dead already. I guess they're too dumb to open it.
The box? Or
Mhm.
the...
Yeah.
It's so dirty how they put like layers of letter on it so you could not use detect magic and figure out what was in the box.
I like that. That was pretty clever.
That was
Wizards for
kind
the
of smart,
win.
though.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I'm just like, from a player perspective, I'm like, oh, I couldn't tell it was magical. It seemed fine. Nope, I'm just dead. Thought I was gonna find some gold, and I found death instead.
I think you would have had to actually pick it up and attune to it, but if you do attune, it is insta kill.
What if I just nibble on it a little bit?
Yeah, let me just spend 8 hours like trying to attune to this dead, withered heart. What could go wrong?
I don't think it takes 8 hours to attune.
It just takes 1 hour.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure.
So I feel 100 gold is an appropriate price.
Okay, perfect. Then, give me.
Do you have the wand at this point, or does she?
She has a wand.
You see as she takes out her a already like counted a coin pouch, and she pulls out for you, and I think Abacus, tell me if I'm right, it would be 10 platinum pieces, is that right?
It's
To be
100
100 gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Ricky.
Mhm.
All right. And I've added it to your party inventory.
Guillermo like kind of greedily rubs his hands together and then like stashes it away in the little coffer that he has labeled group funds.
Group funds.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you all.
Yes, very much so.
I'm afraid I've got quite the bargain. I appreciate that.
Well, next time we'll find something even better and give you a run for your money. And then Guillermo once again kind of gives her like a really toothy smile.
All right. Now that you've sold it, do you all want me to tell you what it was that you sold?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Magic stick.
You sold a magic stick. It is a wand of detect secrets. So it had 3 charges. So you were down to just 1, and it would have revealed to you a secret door or a trap.
Oh. Well, that would have been good. Oops.
Also,
Oh, well.
Guillermo undersold, but like, who is she to ask to give up more money when you offered 100?
Undersold
was
by how
coughing.
much? Undersold by how
So
much
they
is
can
the
get more.
question.
Well, that is a DM secret.
By a lot, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. No more magic items for Guillermo.
But it's 100 gold that you didn't have before, and now you do.
Well, I mean, if we ever stumble upon a fancy scimitar, I mean, like he's definitely not selling it. So
Enter these on my map. All right. Anything else for you all? You do see as it's getting to be about 8 o'clock. Durnan does come in and takes over the morning shift. Who I was gonna call you Vander. Sly, what would you like to do?
Hyden's gonna do his morning ritual of setting up 3 cards on the table. He's going to flip 2 of the cards for his portent.
It's 5 and an 11.
That. And then 3rd card he's going to flip, and it's going to have this swirling design in the middle of it, and he's going to imbue hypnotic pattern into his hidden ace.
Mm.
He's going to look to the party and say, I think I have a good idea on how we should spend that 100 gold to perhaps reduce the chances of any of us in the future being cursed with these magical items. If we find a store that sells supplies for spell components, we can pick up a pearl. I can cast the spell Identify with it to eliminate the chances of someone getting something unbecoming.
That sounds like a pretty good investment.
right, yes, I agree. Let's go ahead and take care of that now. After we've all finished our breakfast.
Agreed.
I mean, you've been down there for like an hour and a half. You all are probably ready to head out.
Along the way, Hyden's going to cast Find Familiar to bring back Mora.
Yeah, new owl charge.
Candor, how are you going to respond to seeing this?
That bell and string. So when little owl comes back, I'm just gonna like put it around its neck. I'm gonna tie the bell and string around its neck as like a peace offering. Like a sorry about that.
Yeah, Mora's a real small owl, so it kind of weighs him down as he's flapping around. He looks happy with it, though. Thank you, Kendall.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll be better about that next time. I won't set off the obvious trap.
Alright, Mora doesn't hold it again.
Alright. You continue out, and you do find a store. I have too many papers. Where's the one I want? Where it looks to be like basically a pawn shop is what you come across as you are all are out and about, and you see it is called Barthor's Rare and Wondrous Treasures.
Gabriel's gonna go ahead and step up to the door and kind of hold it open for everyone else to come in. And once everyone else has gone through, he's gonna go ahead and just step through and close it behind himself.
Yeah, you step inside. You see that there's a mix of things most, everything looks to be in pretty decent condition. You do notice the prices are a little steep compared to what you've encountered before. And you see that there is an older gentleman who looks to be the owner of the establishment. He has long curled silver hair, piercing blue eyes. His skin is rugged and golden kissed, and he, as you all come in, welcome. How is everybody this morning? Benedict Bother here. How can I assist?
Well, Benedict, my friends and I were here to pick up a certain casting not the implement. I'm sorry, a reagent for a spell that he wishes to cast. Do you happen to have any pearls on hand?
Let me take a look and see what I can find. And it must be a pearl, you say?
Right. Kaiden, any specifics about the pearl you wish to mention now before he tries to maybe pass us a rock instead of a pearl?
Oh no, there has to be a pearl. Consistency of it, quite pure. I should know once I see them. Well, see it if you have one, of course.
Yes. Does it matter if it's a white or a pink or a black pearl? Is there any preference here?
I don't think it matters too much, but white would be preferable.
Yes. The black pearl is probably, he kind of eyes up the group. That's probably out of your price range. Understood.
Fighting words.
No. There's no need to fight. And he points towards the back of the shop where you see two looks to be guards at the ready. I do not like my valuables to be messed with, or my shop to not be in the most finest upkeep. So there's no need for a fight here. I will be right back. And he goes to the back. He returns with like a small box filled with various gemstones, and he points towards. He goes, "It seems do you have either a white or pink pearl in stock? Are you interested?"
Yes. Do you mind if I have a look at them?
Yes, but one moment. And he motions for the guards to come forward. That more eyes to make sure nothing funny happens. Please keep it above the counter here. As you understand, we see lots of people coming in and out of Waterdeep, so all precautions do have to be exercised here.
Guillermo's not going to make any moves to grab anything, but he is kind of like gonna slowly lean over and just be real nosy and just watch the process.
I was gonna say, because of course I have something weird for this situation. I am gonna give Kaiden my magnifying glass so he can inspect the pearl like more closely.
Okay.
Hayden takes the magnifying glass. Oh, thank you. And he goes into his pack, takes out his some of his jeweler's tools so he can accurately measure the size of the pearl and try to gauge its value.
Upon seeing you take out your tools and things, he goes, "I can assure you that it is real, but as long as you know what you are doing with those, I do not want my pearl to be damaged."
Oh, don't worry. It's merely to reassure for myself. I need to know that this will work.
And then that is no problem. Then and again, keep everything here on the counter for us, please.
Of course. Haydn is going to look through the pearls and see if you can find one that's worth about 100 gold pieces.
Okay. I mean, I very obviously feel that's investigation. If there's something else that you feel would be more appropriate, you can definitely put the case for it. Okay.
Investigation is fine. With the jeweler's tools I'm using, could I add the proficiency of that on top of it? Or would it just be investigation?
So are you proficient in investigation?
Yes.
No. So I don't know if it would add it additionally. Does anyone know?
I don't know, but the magnifying glass does grant advantage on the ability to appraise or inspect an item that is small or highly detailed.
Okay.
Ooh, neat.
That's cool. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Why do you think I bought it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so definitely advantage. I'm gonna write that down as a question. I will let you add your proficiency today, but I will look that up to make an official ruling.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on it.
Because I think
I don't mind rolling.
I think that you bless you. I think like if I
Right,
was just
yours.
having you do a straight roll, then you would add your proficiency. Would be my guess.
Oh yeah, I can do
So.
it without the extra proficiency. I'll just go with advantage if it
Yeah.
makes it easy.
It really doesn't make it. This is not something to make or break for me. So anything is fine by me.
That's
Nice.
22.
Yeah. You take a look, and you feel as though the white pearl seems to be a better quality than the pink pearl. But they both in your eyes seem that they would be worth at least 100 gold pieces.
Alright. Haydn's going to pick one and place it on the counter. Oh, this one seems like.
Ah, yes. So you are interested then? It passed your test?
Very much so.
Well, that will be 150 gold, my friend.
Ooh. I thought it was more in the realm of 110 gold.
Now, lots of people come through with our proximity to the famous yawning portal and things coming through and, supply and demand. I would be willing to part with it for 140 gold.
Why don't we meet in the middle and say 125 gold pieces?
Roll me a persuasion.
Guillermo would like to try to help with that. He's gonna just kind of blab a little bit, but adventurers like us, we're not a dime a dozen. We are the troublesome troop. We're going to be quite famous very soon. You see, I could almost taste it in the air.
But you're not famous yet, I'm afraid.
Not yet, but it doesn't take much to change one's fate.
You're right. 150 gold would definitely change my fate, but I'm willing to negotiate, as you have seen. Go ahead, Kaiden, and roll a regular roll for me.
Oh,
Thanks for trying.
Ooh.
Oh, a 5.
oh.
If you take him out of here, I'm willing to 135, but I do not like your friend. He doesn't seem to understand that establishments have rules and things in place in order to ensure the success not only for the buyer, but also the seller.
Sounds like a deal to me. Guillermo, would you mind passing me that bag of money and standing outside the shop?
I am
Guillermo got kicked out.
salted. Here, take your stupid coins. And then he passes him the box, and he indignantly marches out of the shop with his head held high.
Kaiden will take the rest of the money out of his coin purse and put it on the counter. So it was 135 total.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing it from the party inventory or from your personal?
Using that 100 we just got for the magic stick. Taking that and then 35 Kaiden.
Okay. So I will fix that in the
Everyone's
inventory.
sweet with that.
Don't have use for it.
No.
Okay. I took 100 gold out of the party inventory.
I took 35 out of my. That should be the gold required. Thank you.
Yes,
Sorry
and
about
I'm. No. I understand. I'm sorry that maybe I didn't negotiate as far as you all would have liked, but I'm sure I could have easily sold it for 150 to the next party, the troublesome troupe or whoever you are. You know, I see this all the time.
No worries. We'll make sure to bring some of our business here if we ever need anything else from you. We have a nice shop here.
Yes, and repeat customers are more willing to negotiate with and offer better deals.
That's good to me. Kaiden is going to take the pearl and head outside.
All right. Any other shopping or anything that people need? Guillermo's feelings are hurt.
Me, not willing to negotiate, me. That shopkeep missed out on a deal of a lifetime.
Decide if I want to sell off all my weapons while we're up here, or see if I can't sell them for like overpriced in the dungeon. Just because with the rapier the way it is, I really don't have a use for like my
For half the shit in your
short
bag.
37 daggers.
What do you mean? That magnifying glass came in handy.
That was so good.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, yeah. You picked one really good item. Good job.
To be fair, if I knew whether or not mirrors worked on vampires, we probably could have used that too, but
The abacus was also worth it.
yeah, the
You use the abacus.
Ball bearings.
to be fair, ball bearings is part of my starting gear. I just decided to buy more.
3 potions
A
of
lot
healing.
more.
Okay. Are you going rock climbing? You've got a lot of stuff for. Who are you arresting? Manacles?
My
don't know
magic
yet.
trick.
Oh my
And they might
god.
come in handy later.
1, 2. Do you know you have 4 pouches?
Yes. Yes, I do. And those pouches were separated by what was in them.
Oh my god.
It just doesn't separate them on Foundry for some reason, but beyond, they're separated and organized.
4
I respect
pouches.
Pandora's hustle.
Okay. Well, Candor does not need to shop, but if you would like to sell off some of those rapiers and daggers.
I don't. I'm trying to decide if I
What the
can
heck
hawk
is
them for a better
this?
price. What is what?
Oh, a gemstone. A lapis lazuli?
Oh yes.
You notice that you didn't try to correct me, so you also can't pronounce it.
Lapis lazuli?
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Most of the time I get it wrong.
It's shiny and only cost 10 gold, so I was like,
Yeah.
why not? Add it. I'll buy it with my starting gold.
And you still have 239 gold.
No, I don't know why it doesn't port it over. I only have 171.
Only.
I need to fix that.
Archie is rich.
Mm-hmm.
388
I-
Electrum?
Yeah.
1900 silver, 100 copper.
It was easier to store it in platinum, but we don't use platinum very often.
Kindness poor.
Yes. Very much so.
Dream Climber has 410 gold.
Why are we putting everyone's business out there?
I'm curious. And Guillermo is also poor. Oh my god. Ricky, open up Pedro's character sheet. Like, we can't give Heather any more shit. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daggers and 2 scimitars.
Okay, so he's using the 2 scimitars, and the daggers are going to be for later once I acquire a certain spell.
It's all good. Okay, I'm done putting all your business on blast. What would
We're
you all
allowed
like to
hoard.
do? I think you need a bag of holding.
We should probably invest in one.
Yeah, would be kind of nice.
Where would the group like to go now?
Well, down the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Yeah,
Archie
down the
can
portal.
kill himself. See what a good battle does if that messes with your heart.
Oh, speaking
Only
of,
one way to find out.
While we're walking, can Kaiden cast Identify on Archie?
What does identify do again?
I will put it in the chat.
That's like a really great question. I mean, I know what it does. So, if it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges, any spells affecting, and what they are. It was
Are you casting
created.
it on Archie's heart or Archie himself?
In the last paragraph of spell, if you instead touch a creature throughout casting, you learn
Okay.
what spells are currently effective. If I have to specify on the heart, then I guess the area near Archie's heart. Not the one in the box, but
Yeah.
one
The other one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna, like, it does not say exactly what this is outside of it being necromancy is the only thing that it gives as a description.
Okay.
So I feel like within that, you would pick up that either, so you would pick up that Archie is attuned to it, for sure. And you would also pick up that, in order to remove it, I guess you wouldn't, because Identify doesn't really say much about curses. Like, it's just magic items. So, I guess what you would actually pick up on then with that is that it would, in addition, like, now that Archie is attuned to it, you're picking up a divination because of that like magic 8-ball effect that Archie is experiencing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense to it.
No worry.
Yeah. Cool. All right. You all head back to the yawning portal. Durnan calls you over. You all getting ready to go back down? Or have you decided that it's not for you?
We've decided we're going to go back down, yes. We've dilly-dallied enough, and now we're going to take a more serious stab at it.
Nothing wrong with taking a dabble to see what you might need and come up and get additional supplies, which I assume is what you all were up to today. No harm in that. It is still the 1 gold down and 1 gold up being paid up front.
I'll go ahead and pay that. And how much is actually left inside the box?
The coffer box?
Yeah.
I thought all of it was used because it was 135. And we got 100 gold from the wand.
Well, I'm seeing 11 platinum, 52 gold pieces in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
We stole or borrowed a bunch of money from those vampires.
yeah.
I remember that.
Redistributed.
And then Kaiden
Why?
took the 35 gold out of his own. Alright, so 10 gold for you all to go up and down again.
Yeah, which he takes out of the box.
We just had a group cancel going down, so you are in luck. We have a opening to let another group go down here in just about 15 minutes, if you all think you can be ready.
A group of kids?
No, a group that canceled.
Oh.
They decided it wasn't. They were unsure. They didn't feel prepared. So, but that works out for you all. Now you don't have to wait long because the spot is yours if you want it.
Perfect. That works out well for us.
All right. Anything else that I can do? Should I save rooms for you? Or you're coming back up tonight?
Yes. This time we should save the rooms for us.
Okay. Well, you had only paid for the 2 nights, so I will need additional money for your rooms.
How much would that be?
Why do you have to ask the big questions, Pedro?
He asked the
We're never gonna
important
get
ones.
past the first floor.
You guys are just coming up and down.
I'll reset every time.
Hell yeah! It's all part of
Oh
our
my
plan.
god. It's gonna be awful.
Grind up his first floor until we hit 20.
Oh, sorry, it's milestone. You gotta get past floor 1.
Oh no! Keen for more trivia by the Manticores.
Goodness.
Keeps resetting
Hell
with more
yeah.
questions. Love it.
Well, since you all are repeats, let's just do 2 silver for each room, so 4 total.
I can pay. Hands over 4 silver.
Now, it's only because, if I'm being honest, I'm hoping you all aren't coming back up, but I will keep the room for you, and, you know, we likely won't need to clean them, and so I'm gonna go cheap this time, but the cost could go up depending on, you know, if there are lots of people around and things. The business hasn't been quite that much the last couple of nights, I'm afraid.
You're hoping that we don't come back up? Is that what you just said?
Well, not that you die. No, that's not what I meant. I'm just hoping that I'm keeping the rooms for you, but you all will get into the groove. You said you wanted to be famous. I think this is your path for that. It didn't seem
we'll
that
sell the
the
rooms.
flyers were really paying out for you. No one was too interested.
Well, I mean, when you put it that way, you know what? Fine. Yes, we are going to get into the groove. Just you watch.
Does that mean no room for you then? That's...
Oh, yes, because we're going to come back triumphant, and we're obviously going to need a room to rest in after we, come back all heroically and whatnot.
There's 23 floors. Do you think you're gonna do that in one night?
Who knows?
Make that 6 silver. He's exhausted me.
Why is everyone so grumpy this morning?
I mean, you
I'm
are
in a great
you,
mood.
first thing in the morning.
Just a bit much.
Please. You're just not enough. How about that?
You've got 7 minutes. Are you sure you don't need to use the facilities first? I'm afraid you might have had the shit scared right out of you. You came back so quick. Dernan is clearly just joking around with you. He doesn't mean any harm or anything by it.
Guillermo's intentionally kind of playing hard to read. He's acting like he's offended, but maybe he's not.
All right. Let's do a quick break, and then we will go back into the dungeon. All right. If you are watching the stream, we will be back. Let's aim for 3:22. Seems like a perfect time. Okay, we're never on time, but we'll do our best. We will see you in about 6 or 7 minutes, my friends.
Heck yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. The group has just paid to go back down, and yeah. All right. Let me put you all where I need you to be. Nah, they're just gonna go down there and probably sleep or something. They didn't come to play D&D and go down into the dungeon. Let's activate that.
And we're hiding in the walls.
I can't see anything.
All right. And don't worry, Heather, I turned it off so you won't accidentally take the whole group
Okay.
anywhere.
Thank you.
Why can't I move the map for the stream?
Also, Moro's stuck to die. I don't have vision, but just like
What's wrong?
Moro's in another.
No, I don't see. I don't think Moro is on here. Here we go.
There he is.
I'm not sure. It is not letting me move for the stream. Oh, am I? No, I am connected.
Use the other mouse.
Well, the thing with a Mac is you can't. I can't move Foundry with my Mac.
Try turning it off and on.
Is it because it's paused?
Ask it what's the gamiest creature.
Hey, now. That's so weird. I guess I couldn't move it because it was paused. Alright. As you all come down, you do notice, you notice that there is some additional graffiti written on the wall, and this time, does anyone know Infernal?
Yes.
You
Yes,
do?
I do.
I was like, do you? You see written in the wall, "I've seen worse." Is what you read.
I'm gonna reply back in Infernal on my chalk and put "prove it." And then where I put when we left last night, where I put Candor was here, I'm gonna go write one part of an X, just because I like that one idea that guy had about putting the other X when he goes back up.
All right, what would the group like to do?
Let's proceed this way.
Back towards the mana course?
No, actually. They were saying some very strange things about my thighs, so I'm a little concerned about them.
All right, you all begin moving through. Area seems very familiar to you, having just been there, like 12 hours before. As you come here, you see up ahead the charred remains of one of the vampire members. And you also see, it looks like that there's writing up ahead on the floor, but you can't, like, from where you're at, you can just only tell that there's something written up on it, but you can't actually see it because you're about 10 feet down from those steps.
The vampire members or the cultists that were praying over him when we left?
It's the bodies
Okay.
of the vampire members, and they the body that you see is currently tied up, like strung around the column that's there. So it's like hanging from the column.
Oh, joy.
Guillermo's going to carefully walk up to the writing to, be able to read it and whatnot.
Yeah, you walk up, and you see it says, Terry Knott, the troublesome troop, will get you.
Which one of you wrote this? Candor, was this you?
I take no responsibility for that.
As you're talking, you see, coming from, like, around, moving towards the group, a very, looks kind of, startled by what they've seen individual come around the corner, and she looks to be about mid-20s, long brown, straight hair, green eyes, and just seems very like a common face and very timid in her approach. And upon seeing the group, she like puts up her hand like in like a kind of fashion and, be careful. There's a warning about the troublesome troop. I don't know who they are, but tread lightly.
They do seem quite frightened.
Right. Do you think they travel in a group of 6 or 7? Or perhaps less?
Oh, I hope it's less. I thought I left my party and I had gone up to deal with some things, and I came down hoping to find them, and I wouldn't want to come across this troublesome troop if it's a group of 6 or 7. I'm hoping it's a smaller group, and that maybe they're not as troublesome as it seems they might be.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for them, of course. But if you were to run into them, what would you have done exactly?
I didn't know of them. This is the first I'm hearing I guess reading rather, of them is this writing here. So I don't know what I would do if I came across them. Maybe scream, maybe run, maybe both. Maybe fight. Whatever seems the best in that situation. Do you know of them?
But give it away so bad. Can I just tell him? Please, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it really sucked to run into them, huh?
Yes, aren't you afraid of run? I mean, I guess you all are a group of 5, so maybe you're not quite as
Well-
afraid.
I mean, it is kind of hard to run into yourself.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? What?
I
do you
said
mean?
it is kind of hard to run into yourself, considering, and I'm gonna like do like some Guillermo bullshit flourish. Like we are the troublesome troop.
Now you're getting into the spirit. I knew you would get into the spirit.
And you all did all of this.
Well, I
And
mean, not pointing to
They
the
attack
body. I'm like, not that, but the rest of this, yes.
she goes, there's 1, 2, 5, no, 6, 6 bodies that are strung up here. You all,
Oh,
oh wow. I I don't want any harm or anything. I'm just, like you said, trying to find my group. I can go. I if you just let me go past, I can leave from here. You can do whatever it is that you want, but please don't harm me.
Um, Guillermo's been at this point just been spending a good amount of time kind of staring at this person. I want to make an insight check.
Okay. What are you
Are
trying
they?
to
Well,
determine?
he's essentially trying. He's essentially trying to assess whether or not she's just bullshitting us here, or not about the whole looking for her party, because it's a little conspicuous that she just kind of popped out from over here, and I don't trust it.
Roll.
Hey.
Yeah. So you believe her story because you recognize her having gone down the well this morning about 7:30 or so. She was on a trip down.
Hmm.
You don't see any reason not to believe her.
Well, if you're going to go back up, do would you like for us to try to look for your friends? I could
Well,
just give a bit of a description of them, and we'll keep an eye out.
I just I if you all aren't going to murder me and string me up, I plan on looking. I know exactly where they're in Skullport, so I just plan on going there. But I don't want any harm, so I was willing to just leave if that's what I needed to do.
Well, we are merrymakers, not murderers. Uh, I mean, we do dabble in a bit of slicing and dicing when the need arises, but only to horrible people. Yes.
Well, I assure you, I'm not very horrible. I'm just bored and thought adventuring could be good.
Well, we're in the same boat as far as that's concerned. Um, I mean, we're going to be making our way to Skullport as well as soon as we can find it. I believe it's deeper down in the levels, so I mean, if you're going to travel there alone, so be it. But I mean, we are going the same way.
So you've only been on this floor.
Right, yes, but today is the day we change that. And he kind of looks towards the rest of the group and kind of gives them all enthusiastic thumbs ups.
Well, how about this? If you are willing, I will go on to Skullport and I will mention that you all are coming, and I will let them know to anticipate your arrival, and I will also pay for 2 rounds of drinks for the lot of you once you arrive. I will go ahead and prepay that in case I'm not there when you all do arrive.
Um, why would you need to let them know of our arrival exactly? Do they just not want people? They don't want
Oh,
people
no.
just showing up there or something?
No. It's more so I can pay for your drinks, is all that I meant with that.
Ah, well, drinks on her, friends? I mean, sounds good to all of us, I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well then, I am going to go ahead and begin to go then, if that's okay with you all.
Okay.
Travels.
Bye bye.
Gilmer kind of waves.
You see, as she begins to go down the hallway that you'd seen the bugbear go previously.
Oh, Guillermo immediately starts yelling, Wait, no! I don't think that's the right way to go!
Oh. Is there something wrong down here?
That warning is still written on the wall somewhere, right?
Right there.
Warning, bugbear.
I mean, there's gonna be lots of things that come around, but this is the only way that I know to go down to the next level, unfortunately. So I will take my chances with the bugbear, apparently.
I don't think the bugbears are what she's going to need to worry about.
Listen, I appreciate you looking out for me. I truly do, but if I meet my fate here in this dungeon by choosing to go this path after you have warned me, I assure you it will not be at all your fault or anything like that. I'm making this choice knowingly for myself.
But I mean, if you take a look at this one particular corpse over here, you're going to see why I am as concerned as I am for your safety. And then he's gonna go to like the bugbear with a hollowed out hole in the back of its head. And
Yeah,
he's going
that
to
one is hanging up in the middle on one of the columns with the devourer at its feet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I saw, and so it looks like you've taken care of this, unless you're telling me you believe that there are more?
Yes, I have reason to believe that there might be more. One of them escaped us and went down this way, and he points down the tunnel that you had just that she had just taken.
When was that this happened?
Yesterday evening.
Do you think he's been waiting for you all since yesterday evening?
I mean, who knows?
That is true. Like, no one does know.
But I mean, if you're really certain about going down that way, that's fine. I'm not going to, warn you again. But, that. And then he points to the intellect devourer with jazz hands, of course. That is quite concerning. A little brain dog with disgusting looking claws.
I mean, I do need to get to my group, but roll a persuasion for me.
Okay. $19.
I mean, I was fine coming up here, but I guess we never encountered something eating brains, and I wouldn't be able to really protect myself from that. Well, would you all mind walking me? I'm a little freaked out by everything. Would you all care to walk me to back to the well? I think I will go up and perhaps try to hire a group or wait for my friends up above. And actually, would you care to deliver a note for them, letting them know that I changed course?
Sure, that is fine. We'll pass along the message for you, and we'll walk you back to the well.
You'll recognize them pretty easily. There's a dwarf with a very red hair. It's probably the most distinguishable. Nice big beard as well.
Okay. Red, big beard, dwarf.
Yeah, and he should have 3 others with him. Another lady about my size and similar age, but her hair is more of a darker, almost jet black color.
Okay.
And then there's also going to be a there's a gnome with really big green eyes. And I think that should be enough to really get you to find the group.
All right. We'll keep an eye out for them, and we'll pass the letter along.
She takes a moment and writes a note, and she folds it up, and she does one of those very intricate foldings and stuff that if you were to unfold it, you probably wouldn't be able to fold it back. And she folds it into the shape of a star, and she goes, if you could give it to them, we are known as the Stars, is what we go by. I'm not really sure why that's what we chose, but it is. I think because it's so easy to draw, if I'm being honest.
Well, you did a pretty good job folding this, and after a second of admiring it, he's gonna go ahead and turn towards Kaiden, and then hand it over to him. Please, could you keep this safe? I tend to lose important things from time to time.
Of course.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Then he kind of closes Kaiden's hand around the star, pats his hand, and then turns back around. Oh, what name should we give them?
That's a awesome question. Lydia.
Okay, Lydia. We'll pass the message along for them. I can only hope, of course, that we find them in good health, and that we could either I don't know, help them get back up to you, or point them in the right direction.
It'll be no problem. I thought I was fine going down on my own, but we have other friends. We are actually from Waterdeep, so I should be able to get a group together so I can rejoin them. There's no need to fret.
He's just gonna give her a thumbs up and a charismatic smile.
I bet you smile like that for everyone.
I mean, I do, but it is genuine, of course.
Oh, of course. I would not assume otherwise.
Then he kind of just does it again, but he's intentionally making himself look a little more cheesy.
All right. Well, if you all wouldn't mind walking me back, you do not need to move your tokens. I would appreciate it. I don't want to run into anything on my own. I know it's not too far away from here, but better safe than sorry.
Right. And then I guess they do the thing.
You all walk her back. She gives a tug on the rope, and soon you see the platform begin to lift up. It hadn't gone up yet since you all had only just came down, so it was waiting to see if anyone else was going to be needing it before beginning to go back up.
Then, once the group inevitably comes back into this room, Guillermo's of course going to turn towards them so he could take a vote. So do we go down the path behind us? He points this way, or should we go down there and see if we can descend to the next floor?
I mean, let's see if we can't make it to the next floor. And if that's the way she was gonna go, because she knows that way leads to the next floor, then I don't see why we wouldn't take it.
A fair assessment. I like it. And I mean, we might as well, right?
Mm.
I, for one, am curious to see how much things change when we go down another level. So, fuck it. Why not? Let's go.
Oh, are you all curious to see what she wrote in the letter?
A bit, yes. Do you think you'll be able to fold it back into a star after we read it?
Sure, we could fold it
Certainly
back.
try.
Okay, perfect. Open it up. Let's be nosy.
You
I'm
motherfuckers.
just gonna open it up, making sure that she's already left the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you all saw that she was being pulled up when you left her from there. So by the time you're back, like, she's gone. Ricky, what are you doing?
How are you doing that?
You hold down Control and spin the middle mouse button.
AKA, you just annoy me, is what he's doing.
You focus on you.
Always.
I'm just turning in circles.
Yeah, you open up the note, and I mean, she didn't get to write much, but she says, I'm afraid that I decided not to return at the moment. I shall be back once I gather some more friends to come with us. Be safe. Treat the troublesome troop well. They did me kindly.
Oh, how sweet.
You know, part of me was almost worried that I think I may just be rambling. You remember the woman that the fake vampires were mentioning? I had almost assumed that was going to be her, and that we were going to turn around and see her transforming into some crazy monster and coming after us and whatnot. I almost feel a little disappointed.
Sorry, the DM can't get it right all the time, Pedro.
The letter was like, gank these guys when you have a chance.
Yeah. I was
I-
so worried. I was like,
Stab him in the face. It could have a code. We don't know.
oh, true.
That's true. It's
Uh,
definitely not in Thieves' Camp.
Do an insight check on the letter.
No, I don't think you can do that.
All right, fine.
I mean, go for it, Ricky. Roll it. No, that's what I thought. Can you even read, Ricky?
Yeah, I can. An 8 intelligence says you mispronounce words.
Okay. Just making sure you can
So what
read.
we do all the time, anyways.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
I can read 4 languages.
Does that mean I have an A in intelligence? Because I can not pronounce hardly anything.
I wouldn't focus too hard on that.
Thanks, Ricky. You really know how to bring a guy up. All right, are we going down? Well, like, down this path? You all don't know that she knew where she was going. I think is the best part of it.
You seem pretty confident.
Yeah. And she even said that we did her well, so why would she lie? I mean, like, who lies on the internet?
I know, the internet, it's such a dangerous, unsafe place.
I'm just like, who's gonna lie to a bunch of strangers that they just got a warning about written in blood? I mean,
Besides,
It could have been
Trump's
berries.
true.
All right. As you all come down here cautiously, you are immediately, your eyes are drawn to this lifeless body of a goblin that is sprawled up on the cold stone floor. Its twisted expression and unnatural angle of its limbs suggests that it met a sudden and violent end. The sight of the fallen creature fills you with unease, as you can't help but wonder what force claimed its life. Scattered around the room are piles of rubble. Did you have something, Pedro?
No, I was just gonna like look down the tunnel and see if there was anything that we could, like, anything that he might be able to spot before it
Okay.
spots him, whatever.
Yeah, so scattered around the room, you see piles of rubble, evidence of a desperate excavation attempt at the mouth of... That's weird. A narrow, meandering tunnel. It seems to have been dug through the collapsed stone. You see 3 pickaxes, 2 shovels. The tools are worn and chipped from use, and they are sitting on top of the debris. Looking at the tunnel, you notice it's about 5 foot wide, 5 foot high. It's very dark inside, and its path seems to be widening and vanishing into the shadows.
Well, Guillermo immediately signals for everyone else to round the corner, and then he starts to go towards the tunnel. They managed to dig through the walls. I'm very tempted to see how far they were able to get. And Guillermo's going to try squeezing his way into little tunnels. He's going to start wriggling his way through.
oh well.
Yeah, you begin going through. Guillermo is taking a lot of cobwebs and things to the face as you go. It seems as though this is a tunnel where the insects quickly gather. Even though, you'd seen the bugbear run down here, but it seems overnight it got filled up with cobweb.
He's like, after like nearly swallowing a few mouthfuls of like spider web and whatnot, he's gonna go ahead and light up a torch, and he's gonna start like swinging it about in front of himself as he advances to kind of like burn up webs that are in the way.
Yeah, you see as the webs quickly and easily ignite with your torch.
Heck yeah. He's gonna continue down the dark and scary tunnel.
You continue down the dark and scary tunnel. As you do continue, when you get to the end of the tunnel, it is not fully like open to you. You notice that you are like behind like a fallen statue.
Mm-hmm.
And you, from the back, it's hard for you to really see much about it. It does
it does.
Well, sorry, I was reading and processing. Sorry.
Oh, my
It's
bad.
okay.
My bad.
It looks like from the angle that you are standing at, you don't notice that if there's a head on the statue or not. You're not really able to see it. As you come out, you do confirm that this is a headless stone statue of a nude woman. It appears to be half buried currently in the debris. Her pose is graceful and eloquent, are the features of her. And despite the damage, you can see the skilled craftsmanship that once brought this very statue to life. The missing head adds an eerie sense of gloom to the scene, a testament to the ravages of time and the relentless power of nature.
Is there a base to the statue? I'm gonna see if I could find like maybe a placard of some kind. If there's like
It's
like a
so
name to the art.
the lower half of the statue is buried underneath debris currently.
Okay. All right. He doesn't want to get his hands dirty, so he's not gonna bother trying to move any of that shit. Instead, he's gonna once he spots the door. Well, this door here specifically, because he hasn't quite noticed this one yet. He's gonna kind of just start messing with it, see if he can attempt to open it. Essentially,
Yeah, you start messing with the door. It is unlocked.
yeah. So he's going to slowly push it open.
Okay, you push it open, and you reveal a hallway with other doors at the end.
More doors, more hallways. And he's gonna slowly turn around, see these other doors, and kind of stare at them for a second. Should we just proceed down this way, or check this one as well?
Can check them. I mean, it's not gonna hopefully hurt anything.
I'll stay back here in case there's a bomb trap on that door.
You say that as you just swung open the other one, but okay.
I mean, point taken, but please don't explode.
We'll try not to. I'm gonna check the door is locked, and then I will check for traps.
Okay. Investigation.
I'm not finding any traps.
You do not notice that there's any traps on this door.
And is the door locked?
It is unlocked.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door. Boop.
Yeah, you open up that door, and you notice that there is a hallway that looks to go northeast, but there's also a hallway that's going down to the south as well.
So many options.
Left or right? I wonder.
Could flip a coin. Actually, we can flip a coin to the side left or right, and then if it's right, we have to flip another coin if we're gonna go right or down.
Okay. Who wants to flip the coin this time?
Maybe Archie could ask Arch.
Sure. Yeah. Uh, do. 1.
So left it is then.
Is left down for you? Were you considering this left?
I was
I think we're going this
No.
way.
yeah.
Oh, you're actually okay. You're going left. Okay, let me scroll up because numbers jump around.
What else would be left?
Hey, look, a door.
Yeah, you find more doors as you step into this hallway. You continue going
Please.
down, getting to the doors at the end. Is anyone investigating or listening or anything?
Guillermo is gonna try to check it for traps.
Okay, investigation.
Okie dokie. Oh. Wow.
It doesn't seem trapped to you.
He's going to hold his ear up against it and see if he can potentially hear anything on the other side.
Okay, perception. You listen, but you don't hear anything coming from the other side.
All right. Well,
You guys got here really quick.
slowly push the door open to reveal.
You push the door open to reveal a hallway.
Hooray!
He's wanted.
You see a hallway going to the north. You see a little alcove going ahead where Loriman is. Where would you like to go? Archie, your heart begins to it feels as though it's beating faster as you step into this room.
Oh, I don't like that. I think there's something nearby.
Um,
Can we do like a perception check for secret doors? Maybe there's something here.
Yeah. Roll for me.
21.
So that's a really good roll, but you do not notice any secret doors.
Dream Climber's tapping on with the back of the hand axe. It's a wall.
You're using your magic hand axe to help you detect magic doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a resonance with the magic.
The axe begin to smell like
well, Guillermo at this point he's gonna put out his torch, put it away, and he's gonna draw his weapons for now.
Okay. As you move further in, you do notice that there are two alcoves, one over to the west and then one that's more northeast.
He's going to make his way down to the end of this little section here to kind of check it out.
All right. As you step further into the room, the air feels damp and heavy with an unmistakable stench of decay. A deep alcove to the south of you catches your attention. You see a pile of moldy bones lying haphazardly, kind of swept to the side. The aged remains have long been stripped of any flesh, leaving a grim scene that speaks of forgotten violence. As you take that in, your eyes then are drawn to the other alcove, the one to the east, and you see a chilling sight awaiting you there. There is a tiefling skeleton that is hanging from rusty manacles on the back of the wall. Its legs are missing. The bones rattle softly as they sway, creating a haunting soundtrack of the to this grisly scene. The once imposing figure of the tiefling is now a macabre testament to the cruelty that took place within these walls. Above the skeleton, written in dried blood that has long since turned a thickly shade of brown, are the words in Infernal. So Candor would be able to read them. That send a shiver down your spine. It says, "Talk to me."
Oh, DM, just it's macabre.
Got
Oh, thank you. Doing my best. A lot of times I listen to pronunciation videos before I didn't have time today. If there was words I'm unsure of.
You're good, man. You're good. Shit happens.
That's not good. I'm gonna scoot closer to this tiefling skeleton and reading that in Infernal. And against my better judgment, I'm gonna be like, hello? To the skeleton.
You
In
do
Infernal,
not.
I'm gonna.
You do not get a reply.
I'm going to attempt to at least get the skeleton out of the manacles because that's just not right.
How tall is Kiandor?
He is 6 foot.
Tall boy.
Yeah, you reach up. You are able to reach. Make a sleight of hand check to see if you can get it down.
At this. Sometimes I'm good at this.
It's not a beautiful scene, and it definitely sounds horrible as like the bones are kind of scratching against the manacles. But you are able to get it down.
But at least he's not up there anymore. But now I'm just confused because now I want to know like what I'm supposed to talk to. So I'm just gonna start shouting hello in Infernal a couple more times, considering the language that's written in.
Why are you?
I'm sure that sounds lovely. Just
Why are you shouting at the skeleton?
Don't worry about it.
What does that note even say?
It says talk to me.
Oh.
can you talk to the dead?
I mean, I can't. But and then he slowly turned towards Archie. Can you?
I think I can. Maybe. No, it's not on my spell list.
Oh, rip.
I'll double check.
Ooh. Maybe on another pass.
Yeah, maybe on our third attempt through the first floor.
Yeah.
You shut up.
Yeah, because Candor doesn't know it's a tiefling heart. But I know it was mentioned it was a tiefling heart. So
Make a medicine check.
oh, Candor?
Mm-hmm.
From remembering when I picked the damn thing up. Oh, this can't go well.
Nope. Yeah, no, you do not. In fact, know that it was tiefling. You just know it was a humanoid heart.
Yeah.
You definitely manifested that failure into existence.
Yeah, you did. It's like I was getting ready to message you and be like, I feel like you know it was a tiefling heart, but apparently we wanted to roll.
Is it because it's
Yeah.
all shriveled up?
Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, sure, or Candor's a tiefling, but does he really know what a tiefling heart looks like?
I know
Like,
what a human
versus
heart.
anybody-
I know what a human heart looks like.
Yeah, but could you tell the difference between like a human heart versus like a pig heart or something?
Yes.
Science teacher.
I don't know. I've never seen what a pig or a
1000%.
cow heart.
Yes.
I do have it. It's a third level though.
It's a third. You do have the spell.
Yeah. So do we really want to speak with this guy?
Morbidly curiosity, yes.
I mean, he asked so nicely in his own blood.
And I mean, it
It could have
says
been someone
talk.
else's blood.
That's true.
I mean, who would really take the time to write "talk to me" there, except the poor bastard on the floor?
Candor.
Wait,
I, besides the point, yes, but I mean, we'll give you all the time you need to perform the spell. Of course, we'll keep you covered.
Just give me 10 minutes. Yeah.
Magic.
Magic. All right.
All right.
I can speak with dead.
What would you like to say to the dead?
Let's go with who are you?
Who are you?
That's what I asked in reply.
that,
That-
that's the
that's it.
response that you got. Yeah.
I am Archie. How did you die?
How does it look like I died? They hung me here, and I died waiting.
Well, you're a lovely person to talk to. Any other questions y'all want to ask?
Um,
I think
do you
you.
remember?
Go ahead.
Ask him if he remembers who did this to him.
Do you remember who did this to you?
The Mad Mage himself. Do not cross him. As he says that, Archie, you suddenly it feels kind of like blinding light goes across, and you just suddenly recall those dreams that you had the previous night, and you see some things that you hadn't seen before, where now you are seeing as this individual did get hung up here and left.
Oh no, no. Oh. Wait. Was your heart removed?
Yes, the dwarfs under the mountain, they hid the keys to my heart. Have you seen it?
I have it.
Can I have it
I
back?
did not do it on purpose. I mean, if you can do it safely. It kind of went into my chest.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm just a pile of bones. I can't do much.
Shit. uh, I mean, do you want my heart?
I don't think it works that way. I need my heart.
What if we were to touch the skeleton's hand upon your chest, and then you put your hand on top of your heart, and maybe something will happen?
Sure. Why not?
It's worth a
I'll
shot.
touch the skeleton, or do what Guillermo described.
Yeah, you grab the skeleton's hand and you press it up to your chest where your heart is. I feel it beating. It's still there. And that is the tiefling speaking to you. But you don't, aside from that, you don't notice any change happening.
Was there anything you wanted to do in life before you died?
I wanted to finish school, but they kicked me out before I could.
The academy, right?
Yes. I was one of the top scholars there.
Why
It's here,
did
it's
they kick
part
you out?
of the Undermountain here. I'm ashamed to say why.
Oh.
But
Come on, I don't judge.
as you know my heart, it only seems wise that you know it all. They caught me stealing. I thought I could get away with it. I was maybe showing off a little, and, well, I did not, as you can see, get away with it. And the mage decided to make me a example.
I can't say that's the most glorious way to go, but I sympathize with you. Ah. Hmm. Would killing the mage allow you to rest easy?
Roll deal 12 for me.
Well. Oh,
Do it, you coward.
Do it, you coward. Okay. Sure, I'll kill him then for you. Any more questions for him?
I feel
Or
like,
any
because
questions for us?
I was not really counting, I will give you one last question for the skeleton itself, because you can do up to 5, unless you recast.
Well,
At least steal something cool.
any tips from the party? Oh. Anyone else want to ask anything? If not, I will definitely do Candor's question.
Yeah, that's only if no one else has anything actually like good.
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Okay.
Nothing.
Per request of the tall one, did you steal anything good or shiny?
Yes. I stole one of the mage's most coveted items.
That was the 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else created?
Right on the cliffhanger.
I will be.
We'll find it one day.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Maybe.
Man, you all came here a lot sooner than I was anticipating you to.
That was a learning experience.
It was something.
Mm-hmm.
You and your heart have bonded more. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Only time will tell.
Mhm. But I guess at least we found its owner, so it's not like we don't know where it came from anymore.
Like he'll miss it.
Mm.
They said the dwarves from the Undermountain locked it away, so maybe Sylvester Blackhand asked the dwarves to do something.
Seems really weird they didn't lock it away very well, considering. I mean, none of us died to get it, so it must not have been
Bird
that
died.
important.
Technically, kind
Probably.
of.
Yeah, sorta.
Or his bell rings a little.
Alright, where would the group like to
He
go?
died an honorable death.
Very
Okay.
good.
Uh, there's another door.
You do see that there is another door to the north.
Hmm. Let's mess with it.
What's up with this guy indoors?
And
So
all
many
this wine-
doors.
Guillermo's going to first check for traps, and then check and see if it's locked. So
Yeah, you check it. It is not locked. You do not notice any traps coming from the door.
So he's going to then very carefully push the door open and step his way into the.
As you enter the room, your gaze is immediately drawn to there's two imposing stone pillars that dominate the space. Between them stretches a 10-foot wide arch, beautifully carved with intricate patterns that seem to weave their way across the surface. The pillars, standing tall and proud, effortlessly support the 20-foot high ceiling, making the room feel both grand and intimidating. At the base of each pillar, you notice the skeletal remains of two orcs lying scattered on the floor. Their bones have been picked clean. Their once fearsome forms are now lying lifeless and forgotten. You feel unease and curiosity.
Are there any objects that they've left behind, like as part of their remains and whatnot?
You don't see anything on the one that's closest to you, but you would have to get closer to the other one.
Which he will go ahead and do. He's going to step around the obelisk thing and then approach the skeleton from this way.
You step around rather than through, and you take a look, and it looks like anything that the skeleton would have had has been long gone.
Alright. Well, he's going to step next to this. He's kind of gonna like slap it, and then wonder what this thing does. It's a bit odd for an archway to be just sitting here. What do you think, Kaiden?
Definitely an interesting centerpiece for the skeletons below don't seem welcome. Maybe I can make detect magic? If we want to spend time here, that is.
Perhaps we could leave it alone for now.
Ooh, Candor, are you gonna pass through it? Are you gonna go through the arch?
No.
Motherfuckers.
That looks unstable. Who's gonna go underneath the ladder?
I feel like that's Ricky. Ricky, are you going underneath it?
He didn't move.
Why didn't you move?
Guillermo's gonna toss a coin through the archway. He's gonna take a copper coin out of his satchel and toss it through. See if it lands on the other side safely.
Yeah, you toss it through, it lands on the other side safely.
Aiden's gonna cast Mage Hand, make it through the archway.
Your mage hand goes through the archway.
Guillermo's going to he's gonna walk through it like he's pretending like there's like a limbo pole. So he's gonna start he's gonna lay back a bit and start walking his way through.
As Guillermo walks through, you all see Guillermo disappears, but you can still hear him. He is turned invisible.
Wait, so like they hear him stepping around and stuff?
Yeah, you are invisible. Anything that you are carrying or wearing along with you has turned invisible for the next hour. It will end if you attack or if you cast a spell.
Well, I mean, I don't notice it's done anything. What about you guys?
Where'd he go?
It
a
turned
cool
him into a
trick.
I can
disembodied
hear him. Where'd he
voice.
go? Actually,
Can you guys not see me? Hello?
I can see him if I get within 10 feet.
No.
I know he's there.
Oh, right, because you're blind sight.
Blind
Yeah.
lighting,
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there.
Dream
Right here.
Climber, so you can hear me.
He's right here.
Oh,
Oh, did you go through?
No. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just need within 10 feet, so I know he's
Oh,
right
come
there.
on.
You guys can't tell he's there.
You're no fun, Ricky.
He's gonna start making his way around. See, I'm right here. I'm next to Lorman. Can't you guys see me?
He's right there.
Can't see you at all.
Nope, not a thing.
Am I invisible?
Or I'm gonna reach out and just shake him. He's right. See him?
Can you stop it, please?
Interesting. That's where that makes people invisible.
Guillermo is going to just shuffle around and then pass through it again.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Roll.
You are still invisible.
Can you guys see me?
No.
So who's next? Who's going to step through next?
It looks like Candor is inching his way towards it.
You know how much stuff I could steal? I'm gonna run through
Oh,
it.
shit. Let's see what happens for you.
Oh, it's randomized. Oh no.
For the next 24 hours, any of your non-magical weapons is glowing in a faint purple light.
So I just have fucking armor on all my weapons now.
You have a bunch of glowing daggers in your bag.
So many weapons.
So I got 2 glowing daggers, 2 glowing rapiers, and then my short bow, and then plus my rapier that already glows.
You got very colorful.
From a distance, you look like you're carrying a bandolier full of glow sticks.
Yeah.
Dream Climber, you see as Candor's array of rapiers and daggers begin to glow purple.
They match now.
Oh,
All you have all magic weapons? That's
it.
It's odd that I turned invisible and Candor's weapons are just shiny now.
That was a disappointment.
Who
Not
else
for
is
me.
going to step?
Maybe it's
Anyone else taking a step through?
Yeah,
Anyone else
Cotton
want to
will
roll
run
the
through it,
dice?
Oh my god.
Kaiden, you run through and nothing happens.
You know of.
Aw.
Oh, are you going back through? Why not? Nothing happens your second time through either. You think it must be broken.
Oh my goodness.
Some work on
Hmm. Oh, Kandor. Are you trying to get that door open?
I'm about to.
Okay.
I'm gonna check and see if it's locked.
Ghost Guillermo's just gonna hover over Kandor's shoulder uncomfortably.
Can hear
It
him
is not
breathing.
locked.
No, he's way too distracted. I'm just gonna open the door. I'm taking this boat out. Go out.
You open the door up to another weird small hallway with another door at the end of it.
Found another one.
And this wizard and his doors.
There's doors.
So you gonna watch uncomfortably over my shoulder again?
No, this time he's gonna just hang back.
Okay, I will check for traps on this door.
guidance.
You check for traps. You don't notice any traps.
Is the door locked?
It is unlocked.
What's the point of all these doors if he's just gonna leave them unlocked? Oh, another hallway.
Did not need to do that.
You come into another hallway. As you do begin to move, you hear a lot of noise coming from the northeast as the group begins moving forward.
Ooh.
Hmm. Since no one can see me, would you like for me to scout ahead?
Tell me.
Not a terrible idea.
Phantom Guillermo will make his move. And he's,
I was like, provided you can be quiet enough to actually scout.
Right.
he's going to start like Pink Panther walking his way down the hallway. Obviously, no one can see him, but he's doing his best to be stealthy.
Okay. Give me a perception with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh.
As you begin moving, you hear that the noise is coming from in this direction. It's coming from the east of you.
Okay, and should I roll stealth to quietly make my way towards that sound?
Yes, and that would be with advantage.
Since I'm invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. 10.
Oh, shocking. And I feel like that's not right. Hold on. I don't always trust Foundry. No, it is right. Okay. Yeah, you go undetected.
Wow.
An incredible passive perception going on here.
He's going to stop at this first door here and put his ear up against it and listen.
Okay, roll me perception.
Okie dokie. Would a passive perception of 13 pick up anything, or is it too low and I should just try to roll?
I can use your passive. As you are listening, here you pick up. That's interesting. Oh, okay. I can count. You stand there listening very patiently, and you hear, though, do you, let me see your languages. Oh, you only have 2?
Yeah.
You hear talking coming from the other side of the door. You are unable to discern what language is being spoken, so you can't really hear what they're talking about. But as you listen, you count multiple voices. You can't exactly pinpoint. You think that it's more than 2, possibly 3, but you're not too sure. But you definitely hear multiple voices coming.
All right. Before making any attempts, he's gonna go to this next door, the double doors here, and he's going to do the same thing. He's gonna press his ear against it and see if he can hear anything on the other side.
Are you using your passive?
This time I roll.
Okay. With the noise coming from the other room, it is too difficult for you to pinpoint if you hear anything on the other side of these doors.
All right. Well, then he's going to start Pink Panther stepping his way back towards the group.
Make another stealth check for me. You don't have to move your token back, just roll.
Gotcha.
It's with advantage because you're still invisible.
Oh, okay. Just roll one more time.
Okay. Yeah, you go. You this time walking by because you were certain that there is something coming from beyond at least one of these doors. You have kind of stopped your little theme song and are quietly walking past.
Okay, so just to notify Archie that he's returned, he's going to like reach out to like put a hand on Archie's shoulder and say, "It's me," before proceeding.
On a real note, I feel like that would be more alarming than like maybe knocking on the wall as you are approaching, but we'll go with that. Feel like I would scream, but if Archie would not, then I think we're good.
No, he would, but he's in his winter state, so he really doesn't care.
Yeah, you approach the group and let them know that you've heard multiple voices coming from up above.
I'm not too sure whether or not we should try to, force our way into there or just go past or something, but I'll leave that up to you. We come to a vote and whatnot, since, we'd be all risking our butts.
Were there a lot of people there?
I believe I heard 3 people. I could have been wrong. There was a bit of shuffling going on in there, and I couldn't understand the language they were speaking. But
Vampire Mafia?
I mean, potentially. I could make, since I'm invisible and I could make myself smell like garlic. We could fuck with them a little bit if they are actually vampires. But I don't know. Should we proceed?
Do you all think?
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and cast that spell and make himself smell like garlic.
All right. You all suddenly smell a garlic aroma wafting around.
At least we know where he's at now.
He's still right there.
Why is everyone acting this way? All right. I think we are at a good point for stopping, and we can kind of see what we're planning for next session. But I think this is probably a good stopping point. before we end up in something that'll take a while. Cool. Alright, if you were tuned into the stream, thank you for watching as we played some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage, brought to us by Mert the Money Lender. You can definitely trust him. Alright, we will see you all next time. See you, stream.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Buddy.
Bye.